And we're back. Today I'm gonna give you guys my first 1 week result of betting $500 in the 2024 Cup America. Let's not waste any time. Let me just show you guys my results. As you guys know, we just opened the app and here we are. We have a total of $85. Bruh. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all. We have a total of $2,600. And the reason why I'm saying we have $2,600, since you guys are just seeing $85 right here, is because today is Saturday, June 29th, and today Argentina plays. So what I did was, since yesterday, I put money in for Argentina winning against Peru. So that's the reason why it's only $85 at the moment. But the reality is I got $2,600. That's the total that we got at the moment. My bets on Argentina, I have my whole 90% of all my money that I gained, I put it in Argentina. If you guys can see, for 1,600, if Argentina is to win, we will win a total of $2,420 in one bet. The other one, I put another 1,000 because when I usually bet, I usually go all in or nothing, and this is Argentina. Obviously, I support Leonardo Messi. I support Argentina, World Cup winners against Peru. That's why overall, I just put all my money in Argentina. Or overall, throughout games, anything can happen in the games. To say that I'm betting on a guaranteed win is not really true. Throughout soccer, there could be a red card. People could get injured, which prevents players from playing into their maximum potential. Something could always go wrong overall. And if I was to win, we will win a total of $3,900 in total. If you guys think that this is a lot of money, since we started with $500, this is a lot of money. And from $500 that we started to $2,600, it was a really hard journey just to make it to this far. So to get to this point, let me just show you guys what I've been doing and which matches I've won and how much I invested in each of them. So let me just scroll down. As you guys can see, this is where the tournament started on June 20th. You guys know the first 2 days, Mexico with Jamaica. The outcome with Mexico and Jamaica was 1-0. Mexico won that game, and so from that point we went to the game between Venezuela and Ecuador. So with Venezuela and Ecuador, what I did was bet at last minute, because for the first 15 minutes of the game I just saw how they were playing. At the end of the day, I just took a chance in Venezuela. Ecuador is a really good country. They have really great players, but the thing was, like I said, you never know what's gonna happen in a game. With Ecuador and Venezuela, one of the players got a red card, and this caused to get one person out of the game, and that's where I thought about just switching my odds and just going with Venezuela. From $100, I got a return of $350, so we were $350 up. Since I've started feeling good about that win, I thought about putting even more money on Mexico with Jamaica, so I put $250 last minute, and it came out to $313 plus the money I got from the early bets. I made around $200 that day. And now USA versus Bolivia. Honestly, I believe in USA. From that point on, I was able to bet even more money because of all the gains I was getting. So for that match, as you guys can see, I put $500 and we got a return of $617 in total. So we made around $117 just in gains. Then I bet it even more again that afternoon right before the game. I put another $500. Overall, these matches gave me a good amount. And for the second one, I got $518 back. So in total, we finally made it to more than $1,000. We finally passed 1K. So now it was Uruguay versus Panama. Uruguay is one of the best countries playing, and Panama is not really as good compared to Uruguay, so I just went with Uruguay. And for this game, I fell asleep. I didn't know what was going on, and when it was time to bet, I bet it really late. So this is the reason why I only got $211. And if you guys know about betting and betting in late, you usually don't get the best returns once you bet late. That was a W, but at the end of the day, it was a big L because I didn't bet on time. But we still got $11 in profit. So now Colombia versus Paraguay. Now for this game, the way that Colombia is playing throughout this tournament is just really great, and honestly I felt like going all in or all out. That day I put around $1,000 overall with Colombia, and if you guys can see, we took another W and we made a total profit of $689 in total with Colombia. They're just a really great country. They have really great players, and they just play with sauce. That's all I'm saying. Colombia, my first 1K betting, and and we made a W. Now the next game was Brazil versus Costa Rica. So with Brazil versus Costa Rica, the way that Brazil was playing, I really thought Brazil was gonna win. As you guys can see, that did not happen, and they got a 0-0 score versus Costa Rica, which is astonishing, to be honest. And to go against Costa Rica with 0 points, at least a goal would have been good. We took an L for that, but we only lost $150. At that point, I had over $1,000 already, so to lose $150, it didn't really hurt that much. That same afternoon, what I did was, once I started seeing how Brazil was playing last minute, I put $75 on a draw, and as you guys can see, the returns were really juicy, and we got a total of $431 in a draw. This is what still made us go up, and we still took a W that afternoon for that game. And now it's Argentina versus Chile. So with Argentina versus Chile, like I said, you guys, I believe in Argentina. I had to go with $500, and they made a goal last minute. So Argentina gave us that W again. As you guys can see, for $500, we got a total return of $717. And I went all in or nothing. So at that point, I put in $1,000, and in return, we got a total of $1,454. For the next game is Jamaica versus Ecuador. So with Jamaica versus Ecuador, the way that Ecuador was playing, and I knew that I had to take considerate for other type of things that happened throughout Ecuador's game, and the way Jamaica plays, in my opinion, Jamaica's a really good country, but Ecuador, the way that they were playing for the last 2 matches, it just really lost my confidence in Ecuador. So I just put $120 in a draw. The fact that they won this, Jamaica, and I took an L, I didn't really care. It wasn't really that much. So, and now it's Venezuela versus Mexico. So I put my bets in last minute. Although Mexico has a really good players, the way that Venezuela was playing is just, they were going hard. They were going hard throughout this tournament. And last minute, I put around $200 in Venezuela. And last minute as well, with Venezuela, they made a goal. And this is what caused Venezuela to get 1 goal overall and made us get a total of $800 returns for $200. And at this point, we were really up. We were over $2,000 in gains. I should have put more money in Venezuela, but like I said, Mexico is just a really good country overall. It was just a really hard decision to make, and I just had to take a risk. So, and that very afternoon, it was Uruguay versus Bolivia. So with Uruguay versus Bolivia, we don't really get that much return, so I might as well just make more money with Uruguay just going all in. And in that match, it went 5-0, and I just took a W for that game. And now it's Panama versus USA. I just cannot believe what I saw with my eyes. One of those players, they got a red card because of a push, and this is what led to USA losing 1 player and causing USA to go against 11 with only 10 people. And as you guys can see, the fact that they lost against Panama, it really broke my heart, and we took a huge L for that day. And that was my first $1,000 loss throughout this whole tournament. We went for another game, and we went against Paraguay versus Brazil. So with Paraguay versus Brazil, honestly, I really didn't know where to go with this, because like I said, Brazil was just not playing at 100% throughout the last 2 games that they were playing. I wasn't sure who to go to, so I just went with Paraguay, because the way that Brazil was playing against Paraguay, it just made me really just go against Brazil. And overall, I just went with Paraguay, and at the end of the day, Brazil finally found its sauce and finally won. And although I took an L for that day, I felt really good for Brazil, because finally Brazil came back to life, and I lost $50, but $50 over $2,000 that I made really didn't make much of a difference, so we just went with it. The way that Colombia is playing with a lot of sauce, bro, I had to go with all in with Colombia. And as you guys can see, I put a total of $1,600 in Colombia, and as you guys can see, we took 2 W's that day. We got a total of $1,300 for $1,000 that I put in, and another $793 with $600 that I put in. So in total, we were seeing around $500 in wins. So that game was really good. And for Brazil and Paraguay, I just saw the way they were going, and to be honest, overall I just lost $150, but over here in Colombia versus Costa Rica, we made really good profits. But as you guys can see now, these are my new bets. $2,600 overall with an Argentina Argentina. Like I said, we never know what's going to happen throughout these games. I believe in Argentina. I believe in the team. And hopefully, if everything goes well, we're going to probably see a total of $3,900 in gains. Or we could just lose it all, like I said. But overall, these are my results. This is how it's been throughout this whole tournament. And the game between Argentina and Peru is just going to be a really good game. And I just went with all 98% of our capital of what we got throughout this game. So if Argentina was to lose or end in a draw, I would really lose all $2,600. If I don't upload another video for the next week, you guys know I probably lost all this money. Overall, Argentina really got great players, and I really believe in Argentina, and the fact that we got $2,600 just represents how much I believe in Argentina. So that being said, if you guys want an update throughout how much money we make throughout this tournament, remember to subscribe so you guys can get updates, because this tournament is only going to be until July 14. Overall, we have only around 2 weeks left throughout this tournament, and subscribe for the updates. And if you guys know who's going to win throughout this Copa America tournament, remember to comment down below so you guys could tell me who is most likely to win. Hopefully the soccer gods are with us. If I upload another video next week, you guys know, if you guys don't see me, then that means we lost all our money. So I'll catch you guys another time, and we are out.